What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Newbie Gaming here, and today we're back with another episode of Max Level Newbie Account Update Series. And as you guys might or might not know, there has been some crazy betrayals that has happened within this for Imperium KvK. So before I actually begin on my regular updates on the account, let's just go ahead and take a look at some of the clips from my live stream that I actually did yesterday that encompasses everything that's happening about this KvK. Again. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it again. Okay, so we were previously allied. Kingdom 3879 were previously allied with 3865, which is an Imperium. Arguably one of the best Imperiums in this KvK. And where's our ally? And 71, previous ally. We were allied with 65 and 71. And the way the map has worked out was that 79 would have like the hardest time fighting into this zone, because we have to go against 67 as soon as the pass 4 opens. We have to go against 78 as soon as the pass 4 opens, and then we have to fight against 69, which is an Imperium, which is, by the way, probably one of the strongest kingdoms in this map as well. So if 79 is successful in doing that, we were basically guaranteed a star because they didn't have that many Imperiums around them. And 65 did not have that many Imperiums around them. 73, in the beginning of the KvK, this is Kingdom 3873, which is actually another Imperium. Beginning of the KvK had an issue, internal issue. So the kingdom actually kind of got split in half. So 3865 looking to get as much KP as they can went all the way around the map to help us fight against 3869, who was winning against us in this zone. Again, because we have to worry about 67 here, we have to worry about 3878, and 3869 was one heck of a kingdom. They were so strong that we were having a hard time fighting against them, right? Now, 3865 did help us beat them. I'm not denying that. 3865 did help us beat them. But when 3865 realized that the DKP, amount of DKP that we earned in Kingdom 3879 was way above 3865, and that they had zero chance of them winning the star after 3869 has surrendered, they talked to 3873, which was another Imperium within this map, to betray us and form a new alliance with 71 and 67. But that got leaked. That got leaked by 73, guys. That got leaked by 73. So we realized it. 69 decided to join us. So we are actually now allied with 70, 69, 78. So it's basically left versus right at this point. And when our leadership, Faulty ROK, who is also known as Hokage, confronted them, they admitted the fact that they were going to betray us. And they said something like, I don't expect you guys to forgive us. We just are here to fight more. So they're getting what they're getting. They're getting what they actually asked for. But because they were not ready, because this whole thing was not set up properly, because it was coming out of a leak, because they were not ready, they just got attacked all around. If they waited until 69 was sealed off with Alliance fortresses, then maybe they would have won, because we were fighting 69 non-stop for 2 days. We were both drained to death, right? So if that was the case, I think 3865 would have won. But now they have only access to these 2 passes guaranteed, versus our allies having access to 6 of those passes right now. If they lose this zone, which it looks like we're going to win this zone now that 69 is actually arriving here. Yeah, we'll have 6 passes against their 2 passes. Granted that it lasts until a King's Land. That's what the situation is. Man, the worst thing is after fights are over, you guys are gonna have to put up with each other for another 30 days. Yeah. Yeah, the worst thing is that we still have, this is still very, very young KvK, right? We still have 26 days left on this KvK, guys. We still have 26 days left on this KvK. So, yeah, once we're done with all this, we're still living in the same area, guys. We're gonna lock them in over here, probably, if everything's over. Yeah, we still have 26 more days to go. And the tensions are real. Tensions are real. And as a content creator, I do appreciate the content, but I did not expect the content to be this spicy, guys. I did not expect the content to be this spicy. But yeah. Well, hope this gave you a little bit of a better kind of like, you know, picture of the drama. Let's go. Yeah, hopefully this was a very, very good overview of what happened. But I mean, I am beyond shocked of what happened, guys. I am beyond shocked of what happened. But it's looking good for us at the end of the day. Yep, it's looking good for us at the end of the day. Alright, I hope you guys actually have a fuller picture of what's going on within this KvK. Just to give you a little bit of quick updates on this KvK, we have lost some territory over here in the W79K fort drop, but we do have help from 69, so we're going to go ahead and contend for this zone, I think, most likely. And then in the meantime, most likely our allies, 69 is going to go ahead and capture those areas, secure this zone as well. I think this is almost guaranteed at this point, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, 73 being almost dissipated as a kingdom does help us greatly, like what Petra said before. So it does help. I think we are almost done kicking 65 out of this zone, though. You guys can see the fort is actually burning. And yeah, most likely we're going to be able to actually secure this zone with no problem because we have 69 and 79 on the same side. Now, how do I think the war is going to play out? I think we're going to win personally because it's 2 Imperiums versus 1, given the fact that 73 is no longer active. And we have very, very active allies, 70 as well as 78, who's going to be able to help us. So I think we're going to win. The chance is probably like 75%. Chance of us winning is 75%. And I heard from 69 that Mango has gone over to 69 and started funding their resources and all that stuff. So that's really, really helpful for them, as 69 and 79 was fighting to death over here for like 3 days straight, right? And honestly, 69 is such a strong kingdom. Like, this just comes from the fact that I was fighting them for the last like 3 days too. Like, if you look at all my reports, they're all T5s. If you look at all my reports, they're all T5s, and I only have reports from 69 at this moment almost. I haven't really had too much fight against 65 because by the time that they betrayed us, I was pretty drained up. I did fight a little bit yesterday, but yeah, most of my reports are from them. And if you guys see, like, it's 36,000 to 57, but then KP trade is like 3-1, right? That's because most of them are actually T5s. They are very, very strong kingdom, and I could not, like, this is the only KvK. Well, compared to my last KvK, this KvK, I could not, for the life of me, get like crazy trades like I was getting in my last KvK, like this one right here. Like, all these are like, every single reports were like crazy in the last KvK. On this KvK, however, yeah, I rarely get 100k kills, right? I rarely get 100k kills. Well, and this has been pretty difficult KvK, and this is like when I'm hiding really, really well in the ball, and then try to AoE spam, and I don't get targeted at all, and I keep like endlessly spam my YSG and Tutmos AoEs, and that's when I get those reports. But usually, yes, you see, like at max I get like 56,000. This is a negative report in terms of kills, although I traded positive because of KP, in terms of KP, because I'm T4 player. Yeah, it's been tough. So just speaking from experience, I think we're gonna have a good, oh, this is a good report. I think we're gonna have a great KvK. I think we're gonna win. because of two factors, Mango and 3869. And obviously like strong members of 3879 as well. So yeah. But let's just go back to our main topic of today. That is going to be my account update. As you guys can see, let's just go ahead and start from our VIP. I am currently sitting at 220 days of consecutive logins. I am sitting at VIP 15 with 1.14 million VIP points, which I think is not too bad, given the fact that I've been getting a lot of gold chests, especially lately. Like within the last 24 hours, I got 100 gold chests, so that helped me out a lot in terms of replenishing some of the speed ups that I was missing so desperately. And I got myself some resources as well. Let me see. Yeah, I got myself some resources as well. Not too much, but enough to get me going for at least another day or two, I think. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. And in terms of the marches that I was using, I was only using one march. Tutmos YSG. And my Tutmos equipment looks like this. Not really much change. Full Dragon Breast set with two pieces with the iconics on the helmet and the chest piece side, as well as a critted Dragon Breast boots with Call the Loyal for extra march speed and Silent Trial critted, as I didn't really have any other options for that slot. But looking pretty darn good, I would say. And in terms of my formation, this is actually pretty busted for T4 player, I think. We have Iron Wall for less normal damage taken, which is good, and have 2.5% extra health from Fit, which actually completes more than 30% on the stats, but also at the same time, another 3.5% attack for the Spike, which is actually really, really good. I think Spiked might, in Seasonal Conquest, be better than having even 1.5% all damage from Rapacious, but we gotta check actually. But yeah, Spiked is really, really good. Having Rapacious for that 1.5% extra damage is also really good. And just having all around very, very good armors and equipment. Even then, I was having a hard time. Even then, I was having a hard time, guys. And in terms of technology, I'm almost max tech. I'm almost T5 unlockable. Except that I only am missing 9% all damage, 9% attack and 9% health, which is the huge part that plays when I actually train on the field as well. And also the fact that like I have never felt so like I have never felt the difference between T5 and T4 as strong as I did in this KvK. Because like I feel like if I had T5, I would have performed a lot better. The necessity of T5 is actually crawling to me really, really well. So yes, I'm gonna be T5. I just need to finish up the econ tech. I need to finish the Karish so that I can actually finish the combined arms, and then I can actually finish the medical corpse. And then once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and unlock Elite Yanisari. I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, once I do that, I think I will be able to unlock T5, most likely within the KvK4, KvK2 or KvK3, or preparation stage of KvK3. We'll see. We'll see how about we'll see how we go about that. I would like to actually unlock at least the combined arms and medical course, like to level 10 before the KvK is over, so that I can actually perform better. But yeah, well, we'll see how that goes, right? We'll see how that goes. And in terms of everything else, I am missing some hospital level 25. Yeah, I only have one for the prerequisites, but I probably will need to get that up a little bit more, just because that would actually give me one extra troop health bonus, and that actually goes a long way if you can do all three of them. I did actually two, so that's good. And then, yeah, I have all the other ones actually level 25. That should be no problem. So yeah, well, yeah, as a max T4 player, surviving in a massive 4 Imperium KvK was a little bit tough. Let's take a look at Relentless Warriors, because that's going to be important, right? I have 355,000 units deaths, which is not a lot, but not too small for me too. Some of them were actually from... most of my infantry deaths are actually from filling the flags. Some of the archer deaths are actually from the flags too, but I did swarm someone to death. So that's basically where some of my archers deaths are, as well as cavalry deaths. And the siege deaths, because I was trying to get the resources. I was trying to replenish resource somehow, and that's what I did for, against 65. I do have resources spent at 1.1 billion. You guys can see that I've used mostly stone and wood because I'm a T4 user for archer, and then you don't really use that much gold as a T4 archer. You use a lot of stone and wood, and that's basically what happened here. In terms of kills, the total kills that I got is I got about 8.1 million kills. I don't know if I will be able to get to 30 million kills, to be honest. 25 million kills, I mean, to kind of finish up the KvK on a strong note. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit tough in my opinion, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I might be able to get to 10 million kills at max until the end of the KvK because of how much resource that I have and how much speed ups that I have. I have like what 180 million wood and 80 million stone, and I have, in terms of speed ups, yeah, I only have 33 days, so we'll see how that goes. But I think it might be possible to hit 10 million. Anything beyond that, I highly doubt it. But anyways, in terms of gold heads, let's see. Because gold heads is something that I do reveal every week. Yeah, I have 548 gold heads, which is actually pretty good. Most likely, I'm gonna be able to get Chinshuang YSG up and running by utilizing the commander swap as soon as I hit KvK3, which is good. I'll be able to swap out probably Met for a siege commander, most likely, because I'm still out of like a lot of legendary materials. I think I should just go ahead and build a siege march and then work on my cavalry march, which was my next plan. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out Met to probably Gonzalo, and then use gold head to get Gazamata for my next KvK, so I can run one archer march, which is gonna be Chinshuang YSG, as well as one siege march, one full legendary siege march, which is gonna be Gazamata and then Gonzalo. So that's basically my plan. We'll see what happens. Sun Tzu Prime was really impressive, but I don't think I'm gonna build an infantry march at this point. So yeah, that is basically my current plan. Alright, I hope you guys actually enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'm most likely going to go ahead and hop over to this side over here to fight against 67. I mean, I've had enough fighting against 65 at this point. Unless I am needed. Yeah, right now in this area right here, I think this is just for T5 only. T5 versus T5 region, which is where I was yesterday for the later half of the fights. But unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to actually compete really well on this side. So most likely, I'm going to go ahead and hop over to 67 side, unless I'm needed like urgently at other battlefields. So far, I've been just fighting T5 players. So far, I've been just fighting 69 T5 players as well as 65 T5 players. So maybe fighting against 67 will be a little bit of an easier, chilling, recovering stage, hopefully. But, you know, I'm not trying to say 67 is a weaker kingdom, but, you know, as a T4, you know, you gotta take some breaks when you can, so that you can actually come back stronger for Kingsland. That's just my opinion. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Once again, if you guys did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. It doesn't cost you anything. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, guys. All right. Peace.